Oh. I am a bad vehicle owner. Shame on me. All right, let's get it fixed. All right, we are pulled into the in-laws' lovely shop that I just finished fixing the electrical in for them. And so part of my payment is that now I get to change the oil in the shop and make a big mess. And I realized all these years of being on YouTube and making videos about fixing things on my truck, I never did make a basic oil change video. I guess I took it to be just for granted. But anyway, we're going to try to see how quickly we can do it. So I'm actually going to start a stopwatch on my other phone. Now, it's not really going to be fair because I'm going to have some downtime doing video on and off and everything else. But I'm going to see just how quickly I can do a full change. So we're going to do an oil change, air filter, and hopefully if I can find a wrench or something to do it with, also change the fuel filter. So, ready, here we go.
You going on the front?
There you go. Stopwatch is running.
Front or the side?
Side over here.
Well, here's your cardboard.
Now, one of my favorite things about this truck that I think I've told you guys before is that it's high enough. Oh, I can get underneath. You got to find the wrench for it. I believe it's a 17. If memory serves me, I think it's a 17 millimeter. Which, of course, I have a kit here with a 16 and an 18. No, it ain't an 18 either.
It's not a 17?
And it's not an 18. It might be standard. It might be 7/8. I can't ever remember what it actually is.
Oh, that's a 17. 3/4?
I got a 3/4. I got it. So it's a 3/4. I'll need some paper towels if you can get me a couple. All right, so jump up in here. Make sure your wrench is set the right way to loosen, not tighten. Otherwise, you'll try to muscle up on it and be a He-Man and you'll strip your threads off. Lord have mercy. Apparently I He-Man. Apparently I He-Man it the last time I put it on. Whew-wee. All right. So, do this without getting too much oil on your hands. And yes, I'm wearing sissy gloves. There we go. And my lovely assistant already got me some paper towels here. So the key, of course, is to start your oil draining and then go up top and do your other things.
There you go, that's better.
I have released it inside. I have to re-release it. Alrighty. So for those of you that aren't familiar with, I don't know if you call this newer model or older model, whatever, Powerstrokes, but our fuel filter is right on top. It's easy pickings. Right in there. I can't see what y'all can see. Should be right there behind, yeah, that little nut right there in the middle. So you gotta try to get a wrench or something on that nut to bust that loose, and then it's a cartridge filter that sits down inside there. Okay.
I don't have a deep dish. Hold that up to it.
So we'll let it drip out a little bit. Absolutely. What size is that? 1 inch. That's it. Okay. So this. Oops. This is your actual cartridge filter here. I'm trying to remember if there's a two-piece to it, or you have to look at what the other one looks like before I remember exactly how. I think this whole, you've got your water separator and you've got your fuel filter. And they should just snap out of here. There it goes. So it should all be one component. Right? You got the water separator on too? Or no?
Well, that's what came out of the box.
Yeah. Oh, that's a whole lid and everything, isn't it? Oh, dadgummit, they sold me a lid I didn't need. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, you want me to open her?
Yeah, rip it out of there and see what we got. See, I remember this now. Sometimes you'll get the whole lid, and sometimes you'll get just the filter.
It's got some little rings.
This is all one piece, and it doesn't have. It must. Yeah, it doesn't have that two-part to it.
For some reason.
Yeah, I have O-rings on it. Okay, that's the only two.
That's it. That's all's in there.
You guys know the game of O-rings, hopefully. Put a little bit of whatever your fluid is. So here I've got diesel. There's a groove right here around the bottom. It fits the smaller O-ring. And it's plenty easy to work with. It's a big O-ring for how it fits, so you don't have to be worried about ripping it or tearing it or anything crazy. Just don't use your pocket knife to put it on. That's greased up. We got a little puddle of diesel that's settled in this pan now. We'll do our top O-ring here. Okay. And that one goes around the whole thing and fits just on the underside of your lid here.
Get back. Don't
And yeah, again, they gave me the whole lid and everything. I've had it before where all they gave me was this, not the lid. But this time they gave me the whole lid and all, which is fine. Probably paid too much for it. I think the fuel filter was like $45. So yeah, I definitely paid too much because it should be, I think this is only about, for without the lid, I think it's only like 20. I don't know. I didn't even think about that. I just went in the store and said, give it to me. So I guess that's what I get. Show you guys what that looks like anyway. All right, we're at 10 minutes total. So, that's it. Just drop it in there and screw it down. Oh, looky here. Make sure you get your old O-ring off. Bloop. Take that one off. That's the old one. And the old lower ring is still on that filter. So we grab our new filter, new ring on the bottom, new ring on the top. And we just go right back in with it. I might spill out a little bit of diesel. There is actually a drain you can pull on this to let that extra diesel out so you don't spill it. But the drain just runs down the back of the engine anyway. It doesn't go to anything. So it's kind of foolish to open it because it just dumps out on the floor anyway. It doesn't have a good guide where it goes. Okay, yeah, there we go. So these big plastic threads, be careful with them. I go backwards till I feel it kind of click and drop in. Run it back in and set you guys down again, but I promise all I'm gonna do is torque this wrench up a little bit. Ain't gotta get too squirrely with it. It's got an O-ring in there. So again, you're not asking for a metal on metal seal or some crazy nonsense. You don't have to torque it insanely hard. Okay. Easy peasy, as my 6-year-old would say. Let's go ahead and do our air filter. 2 clips to hold the air filter housing on. Release those. Set that out of your way. Old air filter out. Away. I don't work for Wix, but I run Wix and everything. One less thing to worry about. I have a bad habit of not doing my services as often as I should. So I figure if I just run good quality filters and good quality oil, hopefully that'll make up for it. Now that's cute. This one's got this fine foam filter that my old one didn't. Drop her in there. Plenty of space for it. I gotta show you guys the old filter here in a second. I honestly don't remember the last time I changed my air filter, because a lot of times I just change my oil and fuel and I forget about the air filter. But that just drops in there. Then you gotta put this line back up on it. There we go. And this one has decided to break. Probably a product of me wrestling with it. It's a mirror, you know, it amazes me sometimes how things like this can break so easily, and then you gotta try to put them back together and it's not as easy. But that went well. All right. Bam, air filter's done. Now the real messy part. 16 minutes. Back under the truck for the oil filter. This is the messy, nasty, bad part. Let's see if I've got enough mustard in my shorts to break the torque on it myself. I don't think I will. Oh, yes I do! Wow! It wasn't too tight, but again, again, it's got an O-ring on it. So you guys don't have to go insane with this stuff. Oil filter's the worst because as you start to take it loose, it starts to drip all down the sides. Get your catch pan under it. And this catch pan is actually going to catch oil from the filter and from the plug. Oh, at this point, I'd say we've dripped out enough. We're going to go ahead and put our plug back in. Just so it's one less thing to forget about. Otherwise, I would be the guy that would forget about it and go start filling oil back in the truck. I'd say, oh, I got my filter on. I'd start putting oil back in the truck. I believe that's something I would do. I've never done it before that I recall, but there's a first time for everything. Again, don't go crazy with it. You don't want to strip that oil plug out. I have done that before. What you can do is basically just have a whole bunch of rags as you start to take the thing loose, and the rags can catch the oil so it doesn't run all over you as bad. And I'm just using paper towels, not no fancy shop rags, so I'm sure if I had some overpriced blue rags, this would all go better. There we go. Old filter off. Wipe it clean. Make sure your old O-ring is off, which it is. And I have done that before as well, not taking the old O-ring off. And then have my oil filter fall off a couple miles down the road. I drove about 5 hours and somehow didn't lose it all and lock the engine up. That was on my old F350, so maybe that's a testament to Ford there. I drove from darn near Kansas City, Missouri to almost Conway, Arkansas. If you guys are familiar at all with either one of those two, it was a solid 4 hours, probably closer to 5. I have no idea at what point the oil filter rattled loose. I just know that when I got to Conway, it was loose. Engine light never came on. Never saw the oil temperature really go up or have any problems with that. Okay, O-ring again. I used some of the used motor oil to smear it on there. Wipe my hands clean on the rag, and up we go. Now I have a strap filter wrench. I've got oil filter pliers. I've got those things out here with me. So I'm just gonna turn it till I can't get it no more with my hands, which is there. Maybe I'll check the toolbox and see if I've got them. But for now, it's on. Oh, how are we doing on time? 23:35. The oil's super easy to get to, the oil fill. It's right there on top. Those of you that haven't seen the joke, it's the number 710 part. The 710 part. And yeah, normally I just really redneck it and I don't even use a funnel, but since I'm at my father-in-law's shop, he had a funnel. See, look at here. The 710 part. Okay. Enough joking around. I got the rivets of a 2.5 gallon jug that I bought at some point in time for the excavator. The manual says think 15 quarts. I think I normally put in about 14. Either way, the leftovers of a 2.5 gallon jug ain't gonna overflow it, so we're gonna dump it in here. Ugh, you have all the oil. Back in you go, out you go. Yeah, not even registering. Okay. Little dip here. Oh yeah. See? Perfect. So it says. But let's see what happens now when we start the engine to run. Nope. Let's see where we're at now. See? We lost some. Where's our hatch marks? Our hatch marks are right here. So we need to add about another quart or two. That's all I got for now. Cap back in there. Let's take one more dip and see what she says. Oh yeah, don't get much better than that. It says it's overfull now. It'll be okay though, it's not grossly overfull. It's right at the high end of the hatch marks. Bingo, donezo. Video says 32. 32 minutes, good enough. And that's even with all my phony commentary. 30 minutes. So if you say I was a little better laid out and I wasn't dragging this full camera around, easily 30 minutes. So yeah, 30 minutes, change your own oil. It was 3.5 gallons of oil, something like that. 20 bucks a gallon. The fuel filter that they gave me, I think, was about $40. Oil filter was $25, air filter was 10 or 15. The total ticket was like $190, which sucks. But that's diesels for you, they're expensive to own. Look at this. Ew. Ew. Ah. Okay, now we're done. In the interest of full disclosure, I did get out my strap wrench and put about another turn on that oil filter, more than just what my gator grips could do. But anyway, I did have this in my toolbox. Luckily, this is what I like. I've had this thing for years. As far as being able to get up under there, it takes a 1/2-inch driver, and you just slip it up over the filter, and then as you turn it tighter, it wraps up tight on itself and binds against the filter. So works pretty good. This thing has saved multiple times when I would go to the store and buy the biggest oil filter wrench they had and it wouldn't fit. This thing has always fit. So yeah, get you one.